Hello, hello. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to describe synesthesia. I have multiple forms of synesthesia, and synesthesia is where the brain processes information through more than one sense at the same time, just automatically. So, my primary way of experiencing synesthesia is through seeing sound, seeing sound as color, frequency. I refer to it in that it has a color, it has a shape, it has a texture, it has a geometric pattern, it has a movement. I go like this because it moves through space. It's not stationary. And it has a spatial quality. Sometimes it's in front of me. Sometimes I hear music and there's notes and instruments I hear behind me, below me, around me. Someone can be speaking in front of me and I actually hear it back here, which is always fascinating. And it's just automatic. I've had it since I was a child, as long as I can remember. And I write more about it in detail on my website, awareness111.com, if you want to read just a little bit more about it. I do have multiple forms of it. I see it. So I see voice, sound, music, nature, anything that has a sound, mechanical appliances and things as well. And so it all has this frequency that's changing. We all kind of have a baseline frequency that I see to each person, but that's changing because we're always changing as well. So when I see someone's voice, that I know there's kind of a baseline, but as we change, that color and frequency changes. When we speak from our heart center, that changes, as opposed to when we're speaking from our throat. When we add an intention to it, that frequency changes as well. It gets lighter and brighter and higher. When we come together in group coherence, that changes as well. So there's a number of factors that change the frequency of what I see. Some people hear color. They hear a note and they see a specific color over and over and over again. That's not the way I experience synesthesia. It's changing constantly. I can walk into a room full of people with music, and between the music and the people and the conversation, it's constantly changing. But there can also be areas that don't have any color or frequency. It's I can walk into a room and it has this rose tone to it, where actually the walls are blue. So things, I experience it in a number of ways. I experience it with my eyes open, with my eyes closed. I see a lot more detail as well, especially when I hear music. I feel it. I feel the color tones of the sounds. I feel these color tones either right above my skin, right on my skin, within my skin, right under, in different, and in my muscles and in the hollows and caverns inside of ourselves. I feel them in my chest, in my belly, in my back, the backs of my fingers, my thighs a lot. There's lots of places in my body where I feel the music, I feel sound, and it has a color tone frequency to it as well. It's quite fascinating and interesting. Let's see what else. I taste it. I can taste not everything, thankfully, but some things that stand out that have strong flavors. I taste, and they have a color, they have a shape, they have a texture, and they have places that they land inside of my mouth, like inside my lips, inside my gums, my tongue, across the roof of my mouth, the front and the back. Things land in different areas and have different colors and textures and frequencies along with that as well. So that's my experience of synesthesia. Like I said, I write more about it in a little more detail. If you'd like to know more, it's on my website, awareness111.com. And if you are interested in learning more about it, you can find me there, or at Art of Intention, where I paint the frequencies that I see of your voice when you express an intention, because it has a higher, lighter, brighter frequency as well. So you can find me there. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email, awareness111.com. Thanks. Bye.